It's Wellness Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, every Wednesday on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show, hey, we got the one and only Dr. M.J. Collier in the building to answer all your medical questions, man. Dr. Collier, happy to have you. You took me down through there last week, man.
Well, Rickey, you know, it was time for your annual comprehensive physical exam, and you know we go from the rooter to the tutor. So we make sure that we check
sure
you
did go
out.
to the tutor. Big LeBron James knuckle.
And Rickey was like, well, I wasn't expecting all of that. I'm not ready for it, etc. I say, Rickey, we got you in the office now. Let's do everything we need to do to optimize your health. We have a partnership to keep you healthy, keep you on the radio, my brother. So I'm so glad that you came in, and I'm glad that that you were acceptable to a comprehensive physical. And so that was good. We did full blood work panels on you that included a kidney evaluation, a liver evaluation, total cholesterol with the good and the bad, and also your blood count. Make sure you weren't anemic. Prostate exam and prostate PSA blood testing. So you got it all, and we declare you born again healthy. So you good take care of yourself. So that's good.
You heard this say, Brad, born again healthy.
Born again healthy.
Yes, I heard
Thank you,
him.
man.
I'm next.
All right, you there you go. Okay, Brad, we looking forward to you. Okay, so Rickey, I'm compelled to talk about what's in the news headlines, the Hantavirus. Should we be concerned about it? Yes, we should. Now, you know, these disease states used to be regional or, you know, in certain parts of the world. But with air travel now, we just, you know, an 8-hour flight away from something being exposed and brought to our continent. And that's kind of what we've had with this situation. It was first noted to spread on a recent cruise that had been on that cruise, brought the virus on the cruise. One of the passengers was already sick when they came on after being exposed to rodents while doing some walking in the woods, basically. So we're going to talk about that. People are now doing spring cleaning and headed outdoors, creating opportunities for exposure. So the Hantavirus is a severe, sometimes fatal respiratory disease. You usually don't get it from people. It is spread by rodents, especially deer mice and white-footed mice. Now, the virus resides in urine and feces or droppings of the mice. When it dries up, it creates a dust that contains the virus. That is the problem. So let's say, for instance, you've had rodent exposure in your garage or in a shed, you know, where you keep your lawnmower or something, and you see it and you start sweeping it up. And so what you do, you aerosolize those particles that contain the virus and you breathe it in. So if you see signs of mice, don't just grab a broom and start sweeping. The symptoms can start in feeling like the flu. You get fever, headaches, and muscle aches, especially in the large muscles like the thighs and the back. But after about 4 to 10 days, it flips and gets real serious. You get shortness of breath, air hunger, like you just cannot get enough air in it. If you're experiencing that, you need to get to the emergency room immediately because the death rate is 50% fatality. So half the people that get it will ultimately succumb to it. So prevention tips. If you see signs of droppings, don't vacuum or sweep them. That just puts the virus in the air. So you bleach it down. You use disinfectant or a mix of bleach and water. Let it sit there for a minimum of 5 minutes. And then after that, you remove it, hopefully by not just sweeping. And also gear up. This is an opportunity you need to put on gloves and a mask. So bring out all those old masks that you had back in the COVID days. They're still good. They don't spoil or wear out. And then put those on when you're cleaning. Seal any access points to your home with steel wool and caulk. And then, you know, you want to make sure that you're not being exposed because the South American variant or the Andes virus, that can spread from person to person. Now, traditionally, the regular, if you will, Hantavirus doesn't spread from person to person. But the Andes variant, which has been confirmed on that cruise ship, can be spread from person to person. That means that person is coughing or wheezing or doing something like that, and then they cough on you, then you got a problem. So we need to make sure
about travel, Dr. Collier?
Absolutely. And then, so this is the opportunity again. If you see, and you know, Rickey says this all the time. If you're on a plane and somebody's coughing or hacking, pull your mask out. Don't be shy about it, and then discreetly spray around your seating area and even their seating area, and then take it from there.
Okay.
All right. Let's go to the phone. Show with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yes, my name is Kim. Just wanted to ask the doctor, is there any natural remedy for people that suffer from epilepsy?
Epilepsy, again, is a disease state, and that's basically where you have seizures, and we don't know why. There are several etiologies for the seizures. Epilepsy is a kind of a name that covers everything. I call that a hoop skirt diagnosis because, it can be anything from inflammation of the brain to a brain tumor, and we just don't know until you get what I call the $1 million workup. That means CT scans with contrast, MRI with contrast, and they do all of that, and they find nothing of substance or significance, yet you're still having the seizures. So again, natural anti-inflammatories like vitamin D, omega-3 fish oil should be staples in your diet. And Rickey, one of the Dr. Fauci, just came out and said the supplement that he recommends most to boost your immune system and decrease inflammation is vitamin D. He says he takes it every day and recommends that other people do that. He didn't really recommend anything else other than vitamin C. But that was pretty incredible, for him to come out and make that statement. And so, so Dr. Fauci induced vitamin D to decrease inflammation and boost your immune health.
All right, there it is. You're with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Yes, the Hantavirus, what is it? What are the causes, and what should we do to take precautions?
Okay, so again, it's a virus that can be spread from person to person if it's the Andes variant, which started in South America, but now has been brought to other parts of the world. But it's also in the United States and in a lot of other places, and it's brought upon by being exposed to rat droppings or urine that's dried. And once that happens, you breathe it in and you get exposed to the virus. So we talked about what to do to prevent those things, and the treatments are basically supportive. There's no vaccination for the Hantavirus, and so you just have to be treated and supported. If you have an air starvation, you get oxygen and things to improve your pulmonary function, and you just have to get through it, which can take as little as 14 days and as much as 4 to 5 weeks.
All right, that's good stuff right there. Hey, if y'all want to talk to Dr. MJ Collier, you can hit us up at 866-9-RICKEY, 866-9-RICKEY. I'll be taking more of your phone calls on the other side. More Dr. MJ Collier right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, let's waste no time. Go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
Good morning. This is Melinda from Vegas. I have a dark spot on the front of my leg that's sore to the touch, like if I'm getting a pedicure or whatever and they're massaging. And I was told that could be inflammation. So I would like the doctor's opinion about this pigmentation issue and if it's related to inflammation. Thank you.
Well, absolutely. A hyperpigmentated lesion on the any part on the skin needs to be evaluated, particularly if it's tender to palpation. I mean, you touch it and it feels sore and you have an awareness of it. So that needs to be evaluated. Go to your primary care doctor and let them look at it, and possibly a dermatologist to make sure, because there are skin diseases like melanoma that you have to be concerned about. Now, if you have gray fingertips, and if you smile and your gums are not pink, they're gray, then it could just be pigmentation that you have, and it doesn't mean anything. It just can happen. So that's just the way that you can be. So you need to make sure that is not the case, though. The key thing is that it's tender to touch. That means it's inflamed. So anti-inflammatories such as vitamin D, omega-3 fish oil, turmeric, curcumin, all those natural things that you can take that can help with it. But over the counter, I would try Motrin, Advil, Aleve, one of those, to see if that gives you some relief at all. But at this point, I'm concerned about it, so I think you need to at least have it looked at by a doctor.
There it is. You're on with Dr. Collier. Good morning.
My question for Dr. Collier is, I have a history of pancreatitis, but I haven't had a flare-up in a long time. But now I'm actually in the hospital right now, and they talk about taking my gallbladder out, but they're saying that it's not an emergency. So what would you say I should do?
Well, the two things can be related, because there's a plumbing system with the gallbladder that goes directly to the pancreas, but it may be totally unrelated to your pancreas. You could have elevated pancreatic enzymes or elevated problems. Your gallbladder can be inflamed without you having gallstones. So if they're recommending that you get that, I would say go with it, because you have control of the situation now. You're not in acute distress. If you have a flare-up of the gallbladder called cholecystitis, that's a medical emergency. And then your outcome is going to be different. It's going to take longer to heal. It's going to take you longer to get over it. So if they've come to the point that they're recommending removing the gallbladder, then that's probably something you need to consider. But you do have time. So it's not like you have to get it today. You can think about it, see how your symptoms go, and take it from there. The gallbladder removal is a common surgical procedure. It's not minor, but they can do it laparoscopically, which means they don't have to open you up and give you that vertical scar across your abdomen, was actually like a 45-degree scar that's disfiguring to the abdomen, for lack of a better way of putting it. Now they just go through your belly button and make another one or two tiny incisions, and you can barely tell that you've had the operation. But taking your gallbladder out changes your life from the perspective of when you eat fatty foods, you can have a condition called dumping syndrome, which gives you immediate onset of severe explosive diarrhea, because you don't have enough bile, which is what's necessary to digest fat. So you have to monitor the amount of fatty foods that you're eating, and you quickly learn what to eat and what to avoid. But you can't go to the buffet at Golden Corral. It's not going to work out for you. You won't be able to make it out of the door at the conclusion of your meal without having that symptom.
Oh, that's good stuff. You on with Dr. Collier? Good morning.
So I had a question about Sjogren's disease. I was just diagnosed with Sjogren's disease, and I was just trying to see basically what he would recommend as far as seeing a specialist or anything that I would need to do.
Okay, Sjogren's is an autoimmune disease process that can be a part of a variety of different autoimmune diseases, and so your special care needs to come from a rheumatologist, someone who specializes in that type of disease state. And your symptoms can be mild or moderate or severe, depending upon where you have it and how it's affected. It can affect just the skin. It can affect your internal organs as well. So, again, the general problem, once again, like most disease states, is inflammation. So you need to be on a regimen of anti-inflammatory medications, which would include vitamin D at a therapeutic dose of 5,000 international units per day, omega-3 fish oil, and natural anti-inflammatories like turmeric and curcumin. Those are things that can be life-altering, but you're going to probably need some steroids and a few other types of treatments. With some of the new biological treatments that they have available, they can get this under control a lot better than they used to. And so drugs that weren't necessarily indicated for Sjogren's now would probably be available for you to take. So the rheumatologist is the person that you need to partner with to optimize your therapy so that it doesn't impair you and change your lifestyle.
Wait a minute, I think Cheryl Underwood just clicked in. Is she on the phone? Look at her ass.
I love Cheryl Underwood, man.
Is she on the phone all day? Put on right quick. Right quick. Dr. Collier.
Yes.
Yeah, hold on. I'm finna click in, Cheryl. Wait a minute, hold on. I don't know how to work these phones. Cheryl.
You tried to put her on three-way, and she was like, no, thank you.
Cheryl.
Yeah.
Cheryl.
Yeah. What?
Well, you cut up so bad. What? Good morning. Good morning to you, my dear friend.
Good morning.
Hey, Cheryl, you think I got a shot now? Now that you done did Kevin Hart's roast, you think I got a shot now? Can me and you go on a date?
Cheryl Underwood looks so beautiful on that. I just couldn't take my eyes off of her. I was like, oh man, that blue was working.
I mean, she was giving some sexy Zeta Phi Beta love all through the screen. Hold on, got to Dr. Collier. We're gonna give you information on the other side. More Dr. MJ Collier, and then we got Cheryl Underwood coming up later, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.